Welcome, everyone, to the Leo full moon ceremony today on this beautiful February 16th. I know, hi, Alara. I know that for some of you here in the Midwest, yes, one of those months scalding with boiling water. Yeah, kind of feels like that. We thought this 222 thing was going to really serve us, and it is, even though it may feel a little bit uncomfortable to people. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I so totally hear you, sweetheart. So totally hear you. I'm right in there with you. I don't know what this thing is. We're going to do something with it. All right. Let's get this party started. Hello, Joanna from France. Let's call in sacred space. Woohoo! 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 All right, everybody take a big deep breath in. And then take another one. And as you do it this time, send your roots down. Send your grounding cord down into the earth and let those roots spread out. Just let yourself get grounded into mama. And then inhale, draw that earth energy up through your body, send it up and out through the top of the head. Connect with the heart of the Great Mother above us. And then inhale, draw her energy down, 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 down. Send it all the way down into the earth through your body. This is what your bodies are made to do. And feel that as above, so below flow in your body. And then breathing in and breathing out, activate the as within, so without. So all of that beautiful, loving, juicy energy is going out from you, okay? As the universe, so the soul. Moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We give thanks for the ability to be in a body and stand on our own 2 feet. Moving to the south, we welcome water. We welcome clear, clean, current, emotional energy. We welcome love and joy and abundance into our circle today. Moving to the west, we welcome air, mind, focus, clarity, all of our guidance and all of our angels. We call them in. Moving to the east, we welcome fire. Under this big Leo full moon, we welcome movement, momentum, motivation. Moving to the center, we welcome the highest, purest form of the divine feminine essence. We reach out to her and we call that beautiful essence in and through our bodies, all of her beautiful names. We call her in and we call up the Earth Mother, Mama Gaia, to pull that energy through us. And we welcome our own sweet, extraordinary soul into this circle. We ask that all these energies be with us, pray with us, dance with us today for our mutual benefit. Oh, all right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any gentlemen out there. And we did. You're right. Oh, you always just got to feel so much better after that. Um, so once again, as we start, and I know, I promise you, I know how you're feeling right now, most of you. Um, just like I said earlier, this year, we thought it was going to let up in February, and it kind of did. I can feel some movement in my body, but it feels like we're still hanging on by our fingernails um, as far as moving forward and feeling like um, anyone else feeling great? Today I am. Today feels good. Um, but um, moving up to this point, it has been a journey for many people. So we're on, I'm gonna jump out on a limb and say we're on the forward piece of that. We're coming out of it. And in 2 weeks' time, you're gonna see how we're coming out of it. But we need to really go deep into our shadow work, if we haven't already, this month, so that we can clear whatever else is left. So here we go. So once again, and we are right in it, folks. Oh, that's oh, my dear friend, I love you. So right this moment, the moon is full in Leo, right this moment. And any Leo full moon is, oh, because remember, at the full moon, we release things that are standing in our way. So it's always good to release and make adjustments in things that, with the Leo energy are around your role as a leader, as a presenter, an entertainer, anything. Yeah, release laziness, Benita. I wouldn't call it laziness. I did some work with my coach yesterday around inner child work and how if we're not feeling supported, if in the past we have felt, you want to look at places where you felt blocked in, where you felt like there was a lot of structure put on you, and you want to remember how you responded when you were little. Remember how you responded when you were a kid, because another really important thing around this Leo full moon is inner child work. If your inner child isn't happy, they may just cross their arms and just go, nope, not doing it. And if you're like me, if I'm not doing it, I'll feel depressed. There'll be lots of low-level depression happening. So you want to be, and we're going to go over a lot of other questions that you want to be asking yourself. But right now, are you taking enough time for rest and relaxation, for recreation? Are you appeasing that inner child so she'll help you? Because right now, that's who we need to be dealing with. And many of you are saying that you've had inner child breakthroughs. So I'm going to offer a lot of things today that are going to help you with this. So it also says that there's a big grand cross going on with the lunar nodes again, and that raises the stakes on all the Leo themes. It's no longer just a matter of releases or adjustments. that'll create marginal improvements. So now the question is, can you make changes that align you with your life purpose? So are there places where you have been in alignment, but maybe you need to make adjustments in that alignment? I want to see who. Good for you, Sharon. So don't be surprised once again if shadow work comes up for you with the energies of this full moon. There's a lot of things that are kind of up for grabs right now. One of them is relationships. That's going to be on the forefront. So you might notice scratchiness. I'm gonna move y'all over here. Scratchiness in your relationships. You might consider that there may be relationships that aren't serving you anymore. And the current, all of the planets are impinging upon us to go deeper and to look at our connections with other people. The universe is pushing us to examine our relationships and to consider if they're working for us anymore. And so that's already happening. That's the backdrop. And then here comes the Leo full moon. And Leo is all about being, the rugged individualist. So it's going to make all of these uncomfortable things in our relationships a little bit louder. It's also going to bring vivid dreams and more deep intuitive hits. So it's time. And how do I put this? Yes, we want to look, we want to evaluate, but we want to ponder. We don't want to rush in to anything. It's really time for us to just watch, observe the world and the people that you have chosen to have in it right now. Truth, revelations, the full moon always shines a light on anything that's hidden. So it's not just those people out there, it's what's going on in here as well. So you have to really look. Are there secrets in there that you haven't noticed yet? Are there things that you've been trying to ignore that you need to bring up to the surface and just clear them out? Now's the time. This is a release moment that we release things on the full moon. So you want to be doing your own inner work before you kick everyone out of the house. You may not feel like a team player right now. And if you don't, that's okay. Take some quiet time by yourself. Don't make any rash decisions because you'll be tempted to in this full moon energy. But be very still and contemplative and just notice what's going on with you. What have you brought in to your life, whether it's a person or a situation? You chose it. You chose to have it there. How is it serving you? And is there a kind, diplomatic way to make adjustments? That's where you want to be right now. Leo is fiery. It makes us want to roar and just beat our chest and, my way or the highway. And yeah, you might need to rearrange the furniture a little bit, but you really want to be careful that you don't burn bridges that you don't want to burn. So in as much as we really need to clean out, clear the decks and clean out the closets, we also need to be careful about how we do that. So tread carefully. Think about your choices before you make them. And if you feel emotions flare, wait to make definite decisions, but notice them. So this morning, and I'm teaching, I taught priestess yesterday, I'm teaching priestess today. And one of the lessons in both of these classes is paying attention, looking at the mirrors in your life, not just the simple mirrors that we all know, that basic reflection, but the deeper mirrors. And I use some teachings from Greg Braden about the 7 Essene mirrors, and I'd highly recommend you check that out on YouTube. But I just got done teaching this class yesterday, and this morning I'm sitting in my meditation room and I hear this, and I think it's the cat. No, the cat's asleep in the floor. There is a bird in my living room, and I don't know how it got there. I have no idea. I opened my front door and it flew out. I have no idea what that message is, but I've been pondering it all day. So don't be surprised if you have some big wake-up calls. So yeah, Susie, I wish I knew what kind of bird. It was a big one. It wasn't just a little wren. It was probably like a young robin. And I know spring and there's a storm and all kinds of crazies going on, but I think there's more. I'll let you know if I figure it out. So I'm going to give us a little minute before we go into the card pull. Here's some questions that we need to ponder that this full moon is going to be encouraging us to think about. Are there people or influences in my life that I need to clean up? And those influences can be anything. What kind of TV are you watching? If you do such things, what kind of music are you listening to? Are there places where you could raise the vibe a little bit for yourself? Do I have things internally that I need to clear? Where can I be more creative? And if I'm feeling emotional, how can I self-soothe so I can think clearly and make good decisions for myself that I don't regret later? And then what is all this turmoil trying to teach me? So I'm going to give you a minute with that. I love it, Celia. That could be it. I do have, there is a vent in my ceiling that doesn't have a cover. And my only guess is that it might have come in through that, but it would have to get it's the heater vent. So it would have to get all the way in. So yeah, I'm going to just take that I probably pulled it in because I have such a kind motherly energy. I think there might be more though. I think there might be some bats in the belfry that I need to clean out. So while you're journaling on those questions, I'm going to offer you another solution. I did a class years ago called Made for Miracles. And it is a step step-by-step protocol that takes you through. You could call it your shadow work, but it walks you through the steps of a deep dive, and it pulls you right back out. And it gets you the answers that you're looking for. And I can feel everybody's struggle. So as my 2022 love gift, I'm offering this on a whatever you can pay basis. We're going to start on the 22nd. I will be sending out all that information when I send out the recording for this. So watch your inbox. It's a way, it's not the only way, but certainly a way that you can walk through this process a little bit more painlessly. And it will drag you through it. So my goal is just to get everybody feeling better. It's time that we quit wallowing in this and move forward. Okay, let's look at what cards I pulled. And I promise you, I never look at the cards. I just pull them like I'm pulling them. I pull them with the intent for the whole group, but I don't ever plan this. It just happens. So, and I'm saying that for a reason. So here we go. Once again, we pulled present moment last month. We pulled present moment again this time. Keeping your energy in the present is the most efficient way to get your creations into form. You can't change the past and you can't control the future, but you can choose your actions in the present moment. Bringing all your energy into present time is the most efficient use of it. If you found yourself lost in worry or concern, you're leaking energy that you could be using to create. So, questions you may want to ask yourself: where are you stuck in the past? Where are you holding fear about the future? What should you be using your energy for instead? If you need more help getting into present time, go outside, lean against a tree, put your feet on the ground, move your body, focus your attention on taking action on a project. Get out of avoidance and into the present moment. And I know right now that's easy to say. For some of us, it's been a little bit more difficult to do. So just journal with that for just a moment. Okay, let's move to water. This was one of the ones that I promise you I didn't pick, but it did show up today. So I thought it was pretty appropriate. Love, the most creative healing force on the planet, lives in the water door. Love can fix anything. Love is life force. It's the creative energy that heals. Excuse me. There's absolutely nothing on the planet that adding a little love to it can't improve. So scan the landscape of your life. Where do you need more love? Where do you need to give more love? Maybe to yourself, maybe to your inner child. How can activating love increase the flow and overall vibratory rate of your life? Where do you need to apply that to your life right now? Okay, the air door. Energetic hygiene. Just like our physical body needs cleansing and renewal, so does our energy body. Our energetic body consists of our physical body, the electromagnetic field surrounding it, and the crystalline field surrounding it all. As we move through our physical realm, interacting with all the physical world, we create entanglements and associations with others through emotional and mental exchanges. Thinking negative thoughts or directing negative feelings towards someone can create a lot of low frequency sludge in our field. Likewise, others can create these attachments with us as well. A good way to clear all of it is to pull your energy in from any place that you have sent it and return anyone else's energy that is inappropriately attached to you. Then spend some time connecting to the crystalline grid to raise your vibration. You may also want to consider some energy healing from a practitioner. So, is there any place where you need to practice more energetic hygiene? So, we're going to do this little exercise right now, and then I'll give you some time to journal. I want you to just imagine that you can pull your energy in all the way underneath your skin. Just pull it in. We have a tendency to send it out everywhere. I want you to just pull it in and feel what it feels like to have all your energy inside your little egg. Just take a moment to do that. And now I want you to intend that anyone else's energy that is inside of your bubble that doesn't belong to you, I want you to send it back to them. Keep all your energy in. Send away anybody else's that doesn't belong to you. And then just notice how you feel. How does your body feel? I bet you feel better, more together, not so spread out. So now from this place, journal with anything you need to journal with in the air door. Isn't it amazing how that works, Linda? We energetically know all this stuff. We just like to get together and talk about it. Next, the fire door. Yeah, this was so perfect as well. Motivation. This is one of the most potent powers of fire and one of the most necessary. Some of us may be able to power through for a short while when we do not feel like doing anything, but this is usually short-lived. Many times, we need a big dose of motivation to get our intentions into action. For some, eating, and what I mean by that is not being broke, is a huge motivation. If you don't have money to buy food to eat, you might be motivated to do something to get some. This is a very basic level of motivation, but you get the idea. When it comes to motivation, you may need to focus on what some people call your why. Why are you doing what you do? Why do you want to manifest your creation, your business, or your life in a certain way? When you get clear on your why and it becomes the driving force of what you do, you can harness the motivation to do the things you need to. So, where do you need more motivation? What is your why? All right. Let's move to the spirit door. Center. In this one, I pulled the divine masculine. The masculine aspect of the divine is much more known to us in the Western world. Called by many names, Osiris, Odin, Vishnu, Krishna, Jehovah, or simply God, this aspect speaks to forward movement and assistance in all things active. His job is to support the divine feminine. He is the perfect balance for her, and together they create balance in the world. Working with both aspects, whether you're male or female, will help you balance your creative endeavors and give you peace. Where do you need the assistance of the divine masculine? You know, I've heard it taught that the divine masculine sees the divine feminine and holds her, gives her a container to be in. So sometimes we need to see ourselves. We need to give ourselves the opportunity to see and hold our greatness. So you may also want to ask yourself, where do you need to be seen? Where do you need to call on the divine masculine aspect of yourself to see who you really are? So go ahead and take another little minute here and write an intention for this moon cycle. Write an intention for this full moon. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of in order to help you move forward? So Val wanted me to speak a little bit more about the divine masculine. Um, I love it. Val, Sharon says, I seem to not be able to find divine masculine in the traditional manners as I'm doing traditional masculine things out of necessity. And yeah, all of us need to do those things. And sometimes we have to do more of them than we would like. And I think in our day and age, the pendulum is swinging the other direction. So a lot of us are clinging to the divine feminine because we felt burned or abused or mistreated by the divine masculine archetype that's been housed in our traditional religions. So this is what I would say to all of you. Connect with both. We need balance right now. You don't have to give it a name, but call out to the divine masculine and the divine feminine and ask them to assist you. Ask them to help you know and understand their functions in your life. If you find yourself having to do a lot of masculine things, then rather than look at the masculine, look at the feminine. And where do you need to open to receive? And how have you been, doing the masculine things out of necessity, but not allowing yourself to receive? All of this is shadow work. And the best place to uncover more of those false belief systems is to go back to your childhood and look at your inner child. What did he or she grow up watching? What kind of relationships and relationship patterns did you grow up watching? This is one of the 7 Essene mirrors. And how have you translated that into your life? You've overlaid those masculine and feminine exchanges that you watched on top of your images of the divine. And then it causes you to behave in certain ways. So that is a lot of deep inner work that you have about 2 weeks to do before the new moon. So you can really dive deeply right now and get some really good answers for yourself. And maybe that can be your intention to, make a promise to yourself that you'll journal with that a little bit every day during I'm going to assume that you have a regularly scheduled spiritual practice time on a daily basis that you sit and are quiet. And if you don't, create one. And then journal with these kinds of things so that you can clean out your own closet. And then what you draw to yourself is going to be a lot different and a lot higher vibration than maybe what it's been. Mm. You're welcome, Val. All right, is everybody ready to move? It's time to dance and ground and dance in, activate everything we've done, all the intentions that we've set. We want to activate them. So watch your inbox, and I'll be sending out all the information on Made for Miracles, as well as the recording and the slides for this class. So just pay attention. Yes, thank you. I love this. There was a direct message. There can be no truly divine masculine without a truly acknowledged equal sacred feminine. Awesome. All right, don't get up and leave without moving your body. Here we go. All right, everyone. I will see you next month, if not before. Be sure and join me in that class. You'll have so much fun, and it really, really works. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.